There's a number of different ways to receive a purchase order in Lizzie. In this one, I'm going to go through just the basic processes, but you'll notice that there's receive buttons and things in other areas that will jump you straight into a particular supplier. But in this video, we're just going to go to accounting payables, and we're going to tell it to receive the order. And we're going to choose the location if you've got a multi-location situation, or in most of the companies you've only got one location. You're just going to choose the supplier that you want to actually receive the order for, and Lizzie will open up a list of all of the open purchase orders, things that you have that you've already placed with that supplier that you're waiting to have come in. She'll open up a list of all of those purchase orders, and then you have a number of different decisions to make as far as how you want to receive it. Now, in the event that the supplier sends you a number of purchase orders in the same box and they don't list out the specific items that are in that box, that or they don't specifically tell you which items go to which POs, you have the ability to select this checkbox in Lizzie. And if I had multiple POs here, I can select the check boxes of the POs that are in the box. And then I can scan or hand type the part numbers here. And Lizzie will actually go find the purchase order out of the ones that I had selected and figure out which one of those have that particular item on it, and it will automatically add that purchase order and that line item to my receiving process. So I can actually receive more than one purchase order at the same time. I can also fill in information here for the supplier invoice number, shipping, miscellaneous charges, and that kind of stuff, and Lizzie will automatically apply that to that entire group of purchase orders that we're receiving in. Now, what I want to do in addition, let's say that I want to receive the entire purchase order at once, I can just select the plus sign, and Lizzie will go ahead and put all of the items that are on that purchase order on my receive screen, so that all I have to do is either go through here and change the receive quantities for the ones that I didn't receive in full, or I can just select to delete the entire item off of the purchase order or off of the receiving screen altogether, because I'm not receiving that item, and Lizzie will automatically create a back order for that purchase order to wait and receive later when the part finally arrives. So at this point, we've got all of our items on the purchase order on the receiving screen. We've got our cost information if it was available. We can go in and fill that information in later. We also have our bin locations that we're going to physically put those parts in when we receive them. Now, you'll notice that this particular part here actually shows you that that part is special ordered. So whatever bin I choose over here for it is going to get ignored by Lizzie, because she knows that that part isn't really going into inventory. It's actually going directly to a customer. So in the event that that type of a situation comes up, you don't really have to fill in the bin location, because it will be ignored unless you actually do have stock that's going to be received at the same time. So this is where you would go in and fill in the specific bin location that you're putting the parts. And again, we can edit the cost and the list price and stuff from here as well. Now, once we get all of the information here that we want, the next step is to actually click the process button. And Lizzie will go out and receive all of those items into inventory, and it will also bring up a receiving report that will allow me to see what I'm supposed to do with all of those items. And you'll see here that the item that was for special order shows what the ending value of my stock is supposed to be after I receive this order, where all of the items were supposed to get put, and then down here at the bottom we actually have the information for the special order itself. Now, Lizzie stores all of the special orders in specific ship bins or customer bins, and she will tell you where to go put the part. So you'll notice here that this particular item is telling me to put it in a service bin 9. That tells me that that is a shop part. It's something for the service department, and I need to go put it in bin 9, so that when they are ready to work on this particular work order, the system will know what where the items are and where they need to go to get them. Once I'm done with this screen, and I can print this, once I'm done with that, I'm going to close it. And then from here, I have the ability to print all of the barcodes that we need for this particular order out of the system. Now, In the event that the item is for stock, you're going to get a white label with black text. If it's for service, you're going to get a black and white label. It'll be a half and half label. And if it's for a special order for customer or for internet, you'll actually have a solid black label with white text so that you can easily identify what you're supposed to be doing with those items when you get ready to put them into your inventory.